Hey, it's Thursday, which means I've got roller derby practice, which means I don't have much time. I need something really light, healthy, delicious, and that's why I'm going to make you my favorite salad. Alright, well, making a salad's pretty easy. You just have to get a few key ingredients ready and then assemble. So what I've started off with are pieces of romaine lettuce. Romaine's my favorite. It's good in nutrients, but it's still really crunchy, almost like an iceberg lettuce. But you can use any kind of lettuce you like. Spinach is also really good with this salad.
Cut or tear the lettuce by hand into small bite-sized pieces.
I reheated in the microwave a piece of chicken that we made yesterday, just Amy's basic chicken. Cooking about 1.5 minutes was plenty. So we'll just add a few pieces of that to each one. Next up, we have pecans that we have roasted. Over here, I'm preparing our crunchy component of the salad. You can't have a salad without a little crunch to it. I also like nuts, not only for their crunch, but because they're a good source of protein. I have chosen pecan halves. I love the taste of pecans. I think they're pretty when they're halved. But you can use pecan pieces or any other kind of nut you prefer, like a walnut. Walnuts are really good in salads. But no matter what you choose, you want to roast it first. Roasting pecans and walnuts and other nuts allows the natural oils to come out, which makes the nut much more flavorful than if you just took some cold pecans out of the sack and threw them on a salad. If you wanted to make it a little more indulgent, adding about a tablespoon of butter or even margarine would really help to give the nuts a much more buttery, salty flavor and kind of crystallize the outside of them so they get even crunchier. It's really, really good that way, but I've got to be healthy because I'm going to derby practice. So just plain old nuts for me. I'm going to keep stirring these for 5 to 7 minutes until they start to get much darker brown than they currently are. Just going to put a few of those on the top, just for a little crunch. And then I cut up about half an apple.
There's a few different ways you can cut the apple. You can slice it into thin strips like this, and that makes for good presentation. But I like bite-sized pieces, so you can cut them then into smaller chunks, and that's just perfect.
I like red apples, especially Honeycrisp apples. If you can get those in season, they're so good. But green apples are really good with that too, with the salad as well. This gives a little bit of sweetness to the salad. And then finally, we need some dried cranberries. This gives a little bit of tartness and some chew, some different kind of texture. Don't need too many here, but enough to go in every bite or two. And finally, the icing on the cake, or the dressing on the salad, homemade dressing.
To make this salad dressing, combine the following ingredients in a shakeable container, preferably a cup or a Pyrex bowl with a lid. And remember that you can adjust these to your liking. If you find that this recipe is a little too tart, you could add some more sugar. You can make it a little more vinegary with a little extra vinegar. Just remember, make it your own favorite salad dressing.
Give it a good shake because this oil and vinegar mix constantly has to be shaken up. Let's do a little drizzle here. We're ready to eat. Now, if this is the prettiest salad you've ever seen, I need to go out to eat where you go out to eat, because I haven't seen anything better looking than this. So let's taste it. Get the perfect bite. You need a little chicken, need an apple, need a little pecan, and of course some lettuce. And cranberry. Oh, it's so good. The romaine's crispy. I got the chew and a little bit of sour twang from that dried cranberry. The apple's nice and crunchy but sweet. The chicken tastes good. but the dressing's the key thing here. The dressing is sweet yet tangy, a little vinegary, yet oily. It's so good. This is by far the best dressing I've ever had. Ever since I started making it, I've never used anything else. It doesn't matter what the salad. So even if you don't make this particular salad, or if you change it up a bit with pears or different kinds of nuts or different kinds of meats or lettuce, it's cool. But stick with this dressing, trust me.